Hello everybody and welcome to part 2. So in this one we are going to make the breakfast nook and get a start on the second floor. And so let's take it away. So the breakfast nook I did a little bit differently than the other walls. This is the reason I didn't do it. So to edit this, we're going to double click into, so that we're editing it. Make sure you see that bounding box around your first floor component. Now, the logic of making it a component and not just grouping it is, you can make an argument either way. I make it a component. It's not something you're going to be duplicating, but it is a major component of the house, so I just decided to make it a component. It's completely arbitrary, I suppose, in the end, but it's the decision I made. So the first side of the nook is, we're going to pull this line out. This is 16 feet, 3.75 inches. And then 4.5 inches. The nook itself is 4 feet wide. And then again, 4.5 inches. And it doesn't say how wide it is, so let's just assume it's square and say it's 4 feet. 4 feet. That doesn't look wide enough. Let's make it 5 feet. That should be good. So then we can do this. We can draw these rectangles in. Let's draw them with the rectangle tool. So these are our little walls. And then let's use the push-pull tool to pull them up, say, what is that? Yeah, 4 feet. So they'll be like sofa-style chairs in here with a table, like a diner. And then you can just double-click on the other one to create, to pull that one up. And then there'll be a window right here, so it'll look all nice. So there it is. There's our first floor sorted and done. Delete all of our guides. And if we click out of that, you'll notice that the nook walls are actually part of the model now. So the next thing we want to build is the second floor. And the second floor is kind of interesting. You have to locate it. So this is why we componentize the first floor, because now I can create a second floor on top of this without it actually altering any of the characteristics of the original component. So the way this thing looks, if you look at the elevation map, the second floor is kind of flush with the outside on 2 sides, on 3 sides, and then it's lofted everywhere else. It's loft, so it only comes out to here. So when we measure this, it's going to be the 34 feet wide, but it's only going to be 26 feet 5 1/4 inch this way. So one way we can do this to make our lives easy is just to pull that line. So get it on the green axis, and we'll go 26 feet 5.25. And then we can take our rectangle tool and draw a rectangle. Notice I'm not inside of the first floor component, so anything that I draw here is kind of its own thing. And I'll draw it from that corner to here. So we can still infer to the other one, but we can't alter it unless we're actually in it editing it. So we're going to assume that the floor joists are 13 inches, or I should say that there should be a 13-inch space for floor joists. So the actual floor surface will be 13 inches up from the ground floor. So let's componentize this right away. Let's triple-click this surface, and then we're going to make it into a component. We're going to call it second floor. And then we're going to use the move tool to move it up in the blue direction 13 inches so that we have space for floor joists and things like that. We're going to be as accurate as we can possibly be. We'll fill this in with like a ceiling component here after we do this, but we're just trying to get our floor plans laid out. And to that end, let's actually flip this one. If this is blue, just click on the face, double click to get into the component. Click on the face and then say reverse faces so that it's white. Okay, so notice how the first floor is grayed out. Now we can work on this one because the second floor is a little bit goofy. We still have the exterior walls. Those are 13 and 11 3/4 inches. So we will use our offset tool, click on that face, 11.75 to make our offset. And then we want to cut out a hole here. So I'm actually going to do this way. I'm going to assume that this is pretty much the same width as the first floor. So on the first floor, from this wall, we're just going to kind of make this flush with whatever's downstairs. So we're going to make this, I'm going to pull it in this direction, hold the shift key, and then infer to this right here. So we'll actually cut off right there, and then we'll worry about how we're going to do the stairs later. So we'll just have it flush with that back wall there for now. The back of the staircase. And then up here, we want to pull the dimensions for this room at 16 foot, 5.125, 5.6 foot, sorry, 16 foot, 5.25, 5.25. So that's kind of the outer extent of that. And then from here to this wall is 13 foot, 6.75. This is a plumbing wall, so it's going to be, oh, it's not a plumbing wall, 4.25, or 4.5, sorry, 4.5. And then 6 feet wide, 6 feet. This one's a plumbing wall, 6.5. And then from yeah, so I've got enough to cut out the hole that will be the opening for the loft. So I'm going to actually just do this with lines. I'm going to cut here, and then cut all the way back to here. And so then there'll be a bathroom in here. I started laying it out, but then I didn't. So then we just select this face and hit delete on the keyboard, and then it's gone. And so then the staircase will come up here, and then you'll be in the loft. And we'll worry about like the rail around here in a bit. We've got our wall there. Let's do this. Let's lay this out real quick because it's not too bad. We're gonna delete this guide. We don't need it anymore. That was the one that was tripping me up earlier. So this is 3 foot, 6.75. Not a plumbing wall, 4.5 inches, and the bathroom will be 9 foot, 5.5 inches. Plumbing wall right here, 6.5, and then that will be the exterior walls of this. Well, I'm going to use just a line tool so that I make sure. Well, you can use the rectangle tool to get the inside of the bathroom done, and then I'm going to use the line tool to finish it off here. This way, this way, this way, and this way. There we go. There's a 3 foot door. So we'll pull a line here. I'll say this is 4 inches. It did that thing. Sometimes it draws this kind of a guide, and I'm not entirely certain why, but I usually just redo it, and it's fine. And when you 3 feet, boom. So there's our our door opening. We will delete this and clear our guides, and then they're all gone. And that's it. So the ceiling height here, let's pull this up, and then we'll call this a video. So this is going to go up 8 feet, and then this is going to go up 8 feet. So there it is. So let's clean up anything that you might see. If you notice anything that's odd, we'll go back in here, and we'll get our eraser and delete that. See if there's anything else that looks like it needs cleaning up. Yep, there it is. And then that's that. So the second floor is done. First floor, second floor, 2 different components, kept separate and kept clean. And then in the next video, we will look at making exterior door openings and windows. That's a whole step in and of itself. So we'll see you in that.